You don't act
How do princesses act?
all the money, none of the sex, which end of camel, which end
Oh, camel does what?
a princess. A real princess.
What about you? Who are you?
There's not a lot to tell.
Keep your eyes open.
Why are you so jumpy?
I'm not jumpy. It's just there's quiet and then there's too quiet.
So, have you...
I'm not saying anything until you share something about you. So, why were you in the desert with a donkey loaded with gold?
I was on my way home.
From where?
Oh, it's not where you've come from. It's where you're going that matters. Your turn to tell me something.
You've still not said where you got the gold.
I found it.
You found it. You're a thief.
I'm an adventurer.
You're a thief.
I reclaim abandoned property. I was a few days from here. I'd heard rumors of a tomb. A little bit of digging, a small amount of hiding. Forget one donkey. I could have loaded 20, 30. Those guards hadn't turned up. Still, I got away with enough to keep life pleasurable for at least a few more years.
You robbed the dead.
A lot easier than robbing the living. Why am I being punished? Sure, I took a little gold, but the owner's been dead for 300 years. Not like he was going to do anything with it.
It looks quiet.
Don't say it's quiet. Don't ever say it's quiet. Any idea where the fertile ground is?
Up there. Shall we try and heal it?
You got me?
I told you, never say it's quiet.
Your turn!
Why do we always have to go towards the bad guys? Is there another way up there?
Just that plate.
No element of surprise then. Good. I like playing fair. Any ideas?
I saw another plate over there. We'll have to get round to it.
Keep an eye out for our friend. I don't think he's happy to see us. I hope that hurt!
He can't hear you.
Can't? And you're an ugly mother, too! What? Do you want to rest?
Ahriman won't rest.
You're right. This place is quiet.
Quiet, but not at peace. Who's out there waiting for you?
Whole world full of people.
Is there no one you've got close to?
Trust yourself and you don't need to.
Trusting your own judgment can get lonely.
You rely on someone else, they'll just let you down.
You haven't let me down.
You haven't known me long enough.
Tell me about your family.
great, isn't it? Well, they said I couldn't find my own ass in a sandstorm, and here I am proving them right. Let's fly! Sharpen your nails?
The light grows stronger. Who's out there waiting for you?
Whole world full of people.
Is there no one you've got close to?
Trust yourself and you don't need to.
Trusting your own judgment can get lonely.
You rely on someone else, they'll just let you down.
You haven't let me down.
You haven't known me long enough. I've got you. Nice tower. I'd say it was from the ominous and forbidding school of architecture.
The fertile ground is...
At the top of the tower. Well, they wouldn't put it on the ground floor, would they? These trousers were new. What that smell is it me? You.
Well, you came from somewhere.
Yes, and I'm going somewhere else. Got these plates working.
We have. The fertile ground's at the top of that windmill, but we'll have to go round the outside of it to get to the plates.
Jewelry, ornaments, gold. You know, I once thought about settling down, milling flour for a living.
Really?
Are you kidding? How boring would that be?
The power plates are behind those gears up there.
Cranks and gears. Gears. Isn't there just something we can hit to make it work?
Why don't you try moving those cranks?
Does it need this many controls?
I think one gear turned the millstone. The other must have said how fine the flour was ground.
Is flour relevant right now?
I think the one on the right moves the gears. The other sets their timing.
Any more milling advice? What do I do to get a fluffy loaf?
Think one step ahead. You have to have the gears in position before you turn them into the final place.
Yeah, otherwise the flour might come out too coarse. I mean, if we get a lumpy loaf, we're doomed, right?
Just turn the crank.
I can figure this out. Just give me a second. Turn it! Turn it again.
The gear moved. This is just going to take a little patience.
Let's turn it. get up there. Gears and cranks. You know, most of the temples I've visited had punji stakes. The occasional fake wall, maybe some guards. You hit a few things and everything's great.
Well, maybe the people that put this together wanted to make something that lasted. It did the job well.
Windmills a hobby of yours?
If you don't understand how a city works, you can't help its people.
Spend your time making a mill, saving, repairing. Might as well be between millstones with life grinding you down. Patience is overrated.
And you've never heard that good things are worth waiting for?
Good things are good things. Why wait? You want to admire those mill workings a bit more, or should we climb the tower? A bag of gold buys you 1,000 bags of flour. What does that tell you?
This one's a bit more complicated. You need to...
Move the cranks to move the gears? Yeah, I figured.
Just be patient. Patience brings rewards.
So does walking into a harem covered in chocolate. Really? They had to make it this complicated?
You have to look at where each gear is, then balance the number of times they all turn using the other crank. It's not that bad. I think the right crank turns the gears. The one on the left controls the number of times the gears turn.
Just imagine this was a temple. Need to get through the door. What would you do?
You're thinking of gold?
Actually, I was thinking of altar girls, but gold's a good motivation too. I mean, this is the same as the floor we did before, but I've got to line all 3 gears up. Okay, turn it. Turn it now. Let's turn it. Turn it. Push. Fine. Something I can hit.
That took some strength. On them! Try some magic.
See, you don't always have to wait for things. You have to make them happen.
Is that so?
Look around. go. Watch for the jump! Let's fly! Over we go! Hello? Anybody home?
It's a good idea to let them know we're coming.
These guys might be stupid enough to sell their souls, but even they should have figured out our plan by now.
There's the power plate there.
Aren't you at least a little bit curious about what these machines do?
They're Ahriman's work. I only wish we'd destroyed them while we could.
Dust, decay, and stones. Not so much as a single silver coin. This is not so fun! See? It's almost like he knew we were coming.
Like our destiny was entwined.
Watch it!
We've been getting along so well.
Don't fight, just welcome the fall.
The corruption is inside you. I cannot heal it, only hold it back.
Great. So after all this, I just get to join Ahriman's Happy Club?
Only Ahriman can create a corrupted.
So I just get to die.
The fertile ground. The healing might purge the corruption if I can hold it back long enough for us to get there. We'd better hurry.
Let's get going.
Are you ready to go on?
Well, we could stay here. The view's nice.
You're ready to go on. Not much further.
Time to see if the healing will work. It will work, right?
Corruption's gone.
Good to hear the relief in your voice. Here was me thinking it was a certainty. Seems we can change fate after all.
Here's one more. Hold on!
He likes these counts.
An observatory.
You recognize it?
This place isn't the beginning and end of civilization. Well, actually, it might be the end of it. Your people cut yourselves off and then stared at the stars.
Stars tell us the time, the seasons, guide us over the deserts and seas.
Now, that's a lot of use when you don't go anywhere. You know it's been proved by scientists that all people who stare at the stars are crazy.
Anyone who hopes for something better is crazy?
You said it, Princess, not me. I guess we don't get to tour the observatory.
We haven't got the power to enter. We'll need to gather more light seeds.
How do we go on from here? Doesn't look like it was built by the Ura.
It was built by their hand, but only once they'd been enslaved. It's one of the alchemist's machines.
The alchemist doesn't look like the type for Midnight Skinny to me. So what did he keep in that?
Corruption. He pumped it to other parts of the city, manipulating it, changing it into new forms.
None of this looks 1,000 years old. I mean, it's decrepit, but not that decrepit.
Once he was gone, the Ura used it to feed the city with water, until it stopped working. By that time, the thinkers, philosophers, alchemists had all left. There was no one left to fix the machine. Since then, it's fallen into decay.
You used this to feed the city with water? So not all the alchemist machines are bad.
Oh, they are. We just put this to good work after he had been imprisoned.
Huh. Imagine this, full of water, surrounded by nature. Your own private oasis in the middle of the desert, eh, Princess?
That's me. I'm all about excess.
Did you have your own handmaidens, too?
You can feed that part of your imagination without my help.
Chances are, when the alchemist refills that reservoir, he's not going to put water in it.
The fertile ground is at the bottom of that vessel.
You put the fertile ground at the bottom of a reservoir?
How better to protect it than by putting it underwater?
How about putting it under several thousand bucket loads of corruption? That's my bet for what the alchemist is planning.
The plate over there must lead down to the bottom.
Well, I hope you're ready for trouble. 'Cause if we have to go swimming in corruption, well, I didn't even bring a towel.
I wonder what the alchemist intends to use this for.
Maybe he wants to keep fishing. Come on, even corrupted maniacs must do something in their spare time. Ready for the next plate? You didn't think of that before we came down into a giant bowl. Discover what he uses this place for. Any chance you could heal it, get us out of here? There's no chance this place is gonna fill with water now?
The mechanisms are ancient. It's unlikely any of them still work.
Okay, that wasn't a no. But I haven't come this far to get drowned in a desert. Let's get out of here. Much as though I might need a bath, I don't want to take one now.
The plate should allow us to leave.
When I get back to civilization, I'm gonna take a bath. Nice long one. Crystal clear water, incense.
And if you want your back scratched, you can use the stick they'll give you.
What does the alchemist do with all of this stuff anyway?
The writings do not say what his experiments were to achieve, only the horrors they visited on our people.
Want another go?
No. Path.
No.
This is impossible.
The game would be easier if we played it by the rules.
There are rules?
Yeah. I tell you the first letter.
Then why didn't you do that?
You didn't give me a chance.
Can we get to the fertile ground?
this way.
so hard.
There's nothing here for us.
I'm sure you and your father...
My father betrayed his duty. He's risked Ahriman returning to the world.
Yes, but why do you think he did it?
I don't know.
You must have some idea why your father set Ahriman free.
He was trying to get me to leave. I refused.
Oh, sure. You won't leave, so he ends the world.
He was convinced the temple was failing, that it was only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time before I die. I'm not hurrying that up.
Don't judge him. You don't know him.
What you said about the temple failing. If the temple's failing, can we even stop Ahriman?
We have to.
We have to doesn't mean we can.
Things have changed. The land has changed. We can stop Ahriman.
I can't help you if you shut me out.
What else do you need to know?
If you couldn't fix the temple before, why can you now?
I didn't have these powers before. The land must want me to heal it.
Can I get this magic?
No.
But if you didn't have it before...
You can't.
I wish I had listened to what my mother had said.
Taken from me what you will, you shall have no more. No! I have lost her.
Father?
Lost. Gone from us.
I'm here. We can stop this. If you come, if you help us heal the land.
We don't know what he'll do!
What more can he do?
If only I could do those things without those plates.
Just think of the places you could break into.
I think the term is tomb raiding. Glamorous reclaiming of the past. Couldn't the Aura have just picked one power and stuck to it?
It reminds us of our humility. No one man was to have that much power. That's what the texts say. Personally, I just think Ormaz knew mankind too well to put too much power in one man's hands.
How will you get your people to return here?
Spread the news? Let them know that Ahriman is held safe? Their duty calls them. I've been thinking about that for a long time, and I don't have anyone answer. Only hope.
You should tell other people about Ahriman. Get some help.
Now who's being naive?
You tell people about Ahriman, people are going to want to stop him.
And how many others would come to free him? Seek the gifts he promises. The two of us might save this land from a god, but we aren't strong enough to stop men. Not on our own.
Hey, are you okay? Why do you think your father sold his soul to...
He hasn't! Corruption is eating away at him.
Then that can happen to us?
Not while I have these powers.
You said your father had been acting strangely. Maybe Ahriman got to him before this.
My father is king of the Ura, a follower of Ormaz. He did not sell his soul to Ahriman.
People can do all sorts of things when pushed. We saw your father start all this.
My father's judgment, his thoughts, have been clouded since my mother died. But what he did not do for Ahriman.
If Ahriman was controlling your father, it could be good news. I mean, if he's mad, he's mad. But if Armin's using it, then healing these lands, maybe you can bring him back.
Maybe.
So this will show us which areas we can enter now.
Yes. There are 4 powers, and each of the fertile grounds is protected by one of them. That will allow us to enter fertile grounds in the City of Light and the Royal Palace. Let's try this.
The game would be easier if we played it by the rules.
There are rules?
Yeah. I tell you the first letter.
Then why didn't you do that?
You didn't give me a chance.
Can we get to the fertile ground?
You know what it is that I ask.
Just because we saw that doesn't mean it will be true. The vision of you falling. Armin's trying to...
The visions aren't from Ahriman.
But they don't have to be true. No one can tell you the future. Much more of this. I'm gonna wear this gauntlet out.
Where did you get that thing?
Oh, you know, I found it. Shall we find some more light seeds? This shows us which of these powers does what.
Yes. Each power is linked to 4 fertile grounds. We will need all 4 powers to heal all of the grounds.
This day is gonna age me a month.